He was like, cause it's niggas in that phone. It's niggas in that phone. I'm just like, and I guess I started to smirk and he got mad, y'all. Should I do the video on these glasses, y'all? Cause they actually cute right now. And normally I don't like these, but we'll keep them on for the sake of this video.
Hey, Puma hanging on my neck. The bracelet matches a set. My brother name is $10. Stop all that back and forth over the net. My mama wish I would've went court.
Hey y'all, welcome to back to my channel. As you can see by the title, this is gonna be another story time, y'all. This story time is a part 2 of the last story time that I posted about the guy, which I think I named him Tim. We're gonna go with Tim, but I'm pretty sure that was the name. In the last video I told y'all, hold on, cause my lash. The last video I told y'all about like the first date that we had and how that had all went. And I said it was 2 more parts that I was gonna give y'all, like 2 like crazy parts leading up to why he is locked. My message, y'all. But yeah, let me get right into this video. Okay, so like I said in the last video, me and him had eventually started to like kind of talk. I guess like I feel like it wasn't anything too serious, like because I had let him know what it was. Whenever like he told me that he may like be interested in trying to like conversate with me, I guess I let him know that I'm from Houston, or I stay in Houston. I'm not gonna be down here much longer, and I know who I am. I know how I am. I say it like that. Like I just know that type of person I am. I can do long distance, but he just wasn't really my vibe enough for me to even want to do long distance. Like I just knew it wasn't something I would more likely pursue once I got back home. And so we were just keeping it cool and cordial. My thing was like, if you're gonna be dealing with me though, in any type of like way, then you can't be like talking to other people. I mean, you can't be like doing stuff with me and then other people, if you get what I'm saying. And it wasn't even just that, it was just like I don't know, like I just know how I am. Like I said, I hope I don't sound like a narcissist or anything like that, but like I was cool with like us just like vibing and stuff like that. Like we could just be cool, and it got to a point to where he felt like I was always lying or anything. Like he was trying to see if I was talking to other guys and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I would say no, because like at one point I really wasn't talking to anybody else. I was just like chilling. But my thing with him was I didn't like how he was saying like he was only liking me and dealing with me and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's cool. And the whole time he wasn't. Like, so let me tell y'all one little part that like adds up to everything. Okay, so me and him were at the park, right, y'all? We had went out there like just go chill and stuff. And he was just like, oh, you wanna, what was it? He was just kind of saying like it came to the same thing of, oh, I talk to other people, da, da, da. I'm like, oh, no, I don't. All of that. He's like, oh, let me see your phone. And my thing is, you're not my boyfriend, so why are you seeing my phone? My bad, y'all. This is really bothering me. But yeah, like, why are you trying to see my phone if you're not my man? Like, what type of sense does that make? And so it had got to the point where we had got into it, and I had gotten into the car and just had like locked the door, and I was like, leave me alone. Cause I'm so dramatic, y'all. I'm so dramatic, but I'm just like, leave me alone. Like I don't be bothered. Leave me alone. And so he ended up I ended up eventually opening the door, and I'm just like, you always talking about going through my phone. Let me see your phone. And so he's like, all right, you can see my phone. So mind y'all, I'm sitting in the passenger side, right? He got the door open and he's leaning on the door. So like we're facing each other. He got his phone in his hand. And I see in the mirror, in the window behind him, that he's changing something in his phone. Like he's changing a name or something like that. And I looked at him and I was like, you're so stupid. Like I can see that you're changing the name. Like it is the fact that I wouldn't even care, but like the fact that you're trying to lie, don't lie. Like just be honest. Like what? Like I don't care. But you feeling like you gotta lie to me is gonna irritate me. And so he was just like, oh, it's just somebody, it was just an unsaved number. I'm just saving the name. I'm like, oh, so who is it? And he was just like, oh, at first he was like, this is one of my homeboys. And I was like, let me just see it. He eventually gave me the phone. I'm like, nigga, this is not no homeboy. This is a whole female. What are you talking about? And he was just like, yeah, this is one of my friends. Da, da, da. I'm going through the messages. They talk about something. They miss each other. I'm just like, well, you're a liar. Like, what you gotta lie for? And the fact, like I said, I didn't care, but don't feel like you gotta lie to me. Don't be trying to press me about if I'm talking to people and you talking to people at the same time. Like, how did it make any type of sense? And so, we ended up, like, I just like, oh, you can drive me home. Like, I gave him his phone, like, you can drop me home, you drop me home. And he wasn't like trying to listen, so I got out the car and I'm like, I'm gonna just walk home or I'm gonna call an Uber because like we were talking about like you're irritating me, just bring me home. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, we got to a little tussle because stop playing with me, like stop playing with me. But I don't do stuff like that anymore. But yeah, that's one of the little events that led up to that. And so eventually after that I kind of like fell back from him just a little bit, but like I said, we were still conversating, we were still talking cool. So it got closer to me finna leave, y'all. And me, I try to have people's emotions, like I try to be more thoughtful of their emotions. So I started to want to fall back from him just a little bit because I already knew I was gonna go home, and like I said, I probably am not gonna want to pursue anything 4 hours away from me, like it's just probably not. And I told you this in the beginning. And so he was kind of getting upset. He was like, I don't know, I feel like we could still try to, you know, make things work. I'm just like, no, I already told you that wasn't happening. It's not something I want to do. And he was just like he would say okay, but then he would come back and ask the same questions, the same things, and the same thing. Oh, we could still, like, no, you're not listening. And he had a bad habit of, if I was at work, because I used to work 2 jobs, I would work overnight. He would come to my job overnight and he'd be drunk. Like, just doing the most, y'all. Just like, oh, I want to talk to you. Like, bro, like. And that was cool at first, but, like, you're doing it too much. And, like, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. Like, I'm finna leave. I'm falling back from you. Simple. Like, we don't got to do anything but just chill. Like, we could just be cool. Like, simple. And he wasn't really feeling it. But eventually, I just got to a point to where I kind of just, like, wanted to start talking to him all together. And he didn't like that, y'all. And he would always be like, oh, you know, you used to do this, you used to do that. Like, we used to be, like, I'm like, all right. And so one day when I was leaving work, I was asking him if he wanted to come to Walmart with me. And he was just like, oh, he's like, I'm already in the bed. Da, da, da. Like, I'm just like, okay. Like, how you say you want to spend time with me? I actually want to come to me. And then, no. I'm just like, all right, whatever. I got by myself, do what I gotta do, and I got work the next day. Mind you, in my second job, I worked with him, and he seen me at work, and he was trying to talk to me, but I was irritated from like the day before, because like I said, I asked if you wanted to come somewhere with me, and you said no. Like, how dare you? And so we were sitting there talking, I guess, and I was just like not really like into it. Like, I was just like, yeah, like whatever. Like I said, my job, we're at work. And so he I got another story time for y'all from this day. Like, y'all, this time I almost got caught up because both of my men's was in there. Like, what the hell? And I was not trying to get caught talking to the other one in front of the other one. Like, because then, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't need my cover blown. And so he was just like, I hope I'm not getting too off track, y'all. I'm trying to come back to the beginning on why I ended up blocking him eventually. Okay, so like I said, I'm at work, I'm not really feeling it, and he's not really liking it. I'm on my phone, I'm talking to my friend. At one point, when I was putting stuff back, I'm on the phone with my friend. He comes up to me, just like, oh, why you acting like that? I'm just like, I don't want to be bothered. He's like, I've been texting you, not responding, but you're on your phone. I'm like, okay, this is my phone. I don't have to text you back. Like, I don't want to be talking to you right now. And he just could not take no for an answer. Like, he was blowing my phone up, y'all. Blowing my phone up. And so, at this point, he's like a grocery manager, y'all. Like, technically, he's over me. And so, I was not saying too much. I hope I'm not saying too much. But, he ended up, like, he was just like, he came up to me and he was just like, oh, you don't need to be on your phone trying to use his little power against me, I guess, because he have grocery. Nobody cares. I don't care. I'm still on my phone. And so he was just like, yeah, you don't need to be on that phone. Da, da, da. And I'm just like, whatever. And my phone was sitting on the counter next to me. And he goes to reach for it. And I yank it and put it in my back pocket. And he like, oh, what you got in your phone? Da, da, da. Mind you, it had been like 2 weeks since I had really been taking him serious. Like, you been seen I fell back. Why is you like, you don't want to see what's in my phone. You don't. Like, why would you want to hurt your feelings like that? Like, be for real. And so, and not even that I was like talking to all kind of niggas, but it's just like, I've been said I'm going home. A lot of people back home don't come home. So like, and then I haven't been talking to you like that. Like, you don't want to see what's in my phone. Like, it's none of your business anyways. And so he's just like, all right, babe, you hiding your phone. Da, da, da. I'm just like, you just need to mind your business. And so he walks away, and then he comes back, y'all, and he tries to grab my phone out of my back pocket. And I'm just looking like, bro, like, why are you trying to grab my stuff out of my back pocket? Like, are you crazy? Like, no. And so he ended up, I'm trying to think, like, I had ended up getting off the register again, y'all. And I'm walking around putting stuff up. And he finds me. He's like, come to the back real quick. And let's just talk. And I'm just like, all right. So he got me back there. We sitting there talking. He's just like, it's the same thing. Oh, you acting weird. I'm just like, bro, I just don't want to talk right now. Like, you irritated me. I just want to be left alone. And I've been said that we need to stop trying to like do each other heavy. You know, and I'm finna leave. Like, but he just was not taking no to answer. And so it happened like 2 times, y'all, where I would be on the aisle. He'll be like, oh, can you come back and talk to me? I'll go back there. It's the same thing. I'm like, okay, I'm finna leave. Okay. And so the last time he brought me back there, y'all, he was just like, you need to, he was like, you hiding your phone? What's in your phone? I was like, nothing. He's like, oh, it's not. Let me see it. I'm like, no, I ain't got to show you nothing. Da, da, da. He was like, because it's niggas in that phone. It's niggas in that phone. I'm just like, and I guess I started to smirk, and he got mad, y'all. And this, y'all know what he said. This boy said, I'll punch you something right. He's like, yeah, I'll punch you right now. Or something, or I'll knock you out, or it's something. He said something along the lines of hit me, y'all. He was pretty much saying he'll smack the hell out of me. I'm just like, boy, who you talking to? You're not talking to me. Like, who you talking to? So I went back to the front. I'm like, yeah, now you pushed it. Like, you already been getting on my nerves. You already been standing up here harassing me, trying to grab my phone, bothering me about the same shit. Now you just starting to punch me? No, it's on the same friend I was on the phone with earlier. I'm texting her. I was like, girl, why he just said he gonna punch me? Da, da, da. You don't even play like that. Like, he not talking to me. And my friend, like, that's my dog. I gotta call her after this because I didn't talk to her in a minute. She was just like, oh, let me know because I'll come up there. Da, da, da. And I'm just like, girl, no, it's good. But y'all, why she coming up there with one of her other friends? And so they came up to my register when I'm checking people out, and they just like, oh, you good? I'm like, yeah. And so, like I said, she came with one of her other friends, and her other friend, she's like, oh, who's the guy? Who is it that's doing all that? And I was like, he was up here. I'm looking for him, and I see him coming from the front. I mean, yeah, from the back. And so my friend, she's like, that's him right there. And the girl looked, and she was like, what? And she just bust out laughing. Like, she just laughing, like, pretty much trying to clown how he looked, y'all. And when they started laughing, I started laughing. Like, everybody sitting here laughing. And he see us looking at him, and I guess that pissed him off, y'all. And so I ended up walking away from the front and just talking to them and just helping them out. And I'm just like telling them what's going on and all of that. And they're just like, well, you just be careful. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, right, I'm gonna do that. And so, mind you, it's maybe like an hour or so to my shift ends. So I'm making sure I got everything together, working this last hour so I can go, because I already said, like, I don't want to be bothered with him no more. I'm gonna go home and find something else to do. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I went to go be with somebody else I was talking to, like somebody I had met. And yeah, I'm gonna just say that. And so, like I said, I'm getting ready to leave, and he sees me or whatever, and I think he tried to like talk to me again. I'm just like, no, I'm not going back there. Leave me alone. You threatening to punch me. He's like, no, I would never do that for real. Okay, well, I don't know that, so you don't say nothing like that to me at all. I don't care. And so He's standing in the front the whole time just watching me, y'all, knowing he's not even supposed to be up front. You're supposed to be in the back. Like, why are you sitting here watching me worry about what I'm doing? And so he what happened? So like I said, I'm finishing up. It's my last little minute there or whatever. And mind you, at this point I had put my 2 weeks in. Like, I was gonna leave soon and come back to Houston. And so it's time for me to get off. I put everything up and I go and put one thing back on the shelf. And when I come back, he's not there no more. And I'm just like, bro, I hope, because I'm thinking I wanted to hurry up and slip out before he see me. But my schedule, like what time I get off, is on the counter and then it's on the wall. So he knows I'm finna get off. So I'm just like, I hope he's not outside. Like, I hope he's not outside. So y'all, I walk outside and I parked all the way in the back. Like, I don't know why. I need to stop doing it. I parked all the way in the back, and guess what I said? Standing next to my car. Him. He's standing right next to my car, y'all. And I'm just like, bro. So I call my friend. I'm like, girl, he right next to my car. He right next to my car. She's like, girl, oh my God. Like, what is wrong with him? I was like, I don't know. Like, this is the girl that just left. And so I said, just stay on the phone. And so he's like, oh, let me in. I want to talk. Let me in. I want to talk. I'm like, girl, no, you're not going to get in here. Leave me alone. Blah, blah, blah. But after I was going back and forth, I let him in, and we sit there and we started talking. And he's just like saying the same thing over and over again, y'all. It was just so annoying. I'm just like, what are you not understanding? Like, I'm doing this for you. Leave me alone now so your feelings don't get hurt in the future. Like, come on. Just, and so it just got to the point I was just like, I'm not trying to, he threatened me again, y'all. He was like, I'll really beat you up. I'll really beat you up. I'm like, see you doing, I'm like, you doing that again? You talking to me, you ain't gonna hit me. He was like, you know I'm not gonna hit you for real. I'm just like, bro, like, just get in my face. Like, leave me alone. I'm like, get out, get out, get out. And like, he did not want to get out, y'all. So I'm in here screaming. I'm like, get out, get out. And mind y'all, we have an officer that works in the inside at night. So I was like, if you don't get out, I'm going in there and getting the officer. And he was like, why you want to do all that? I'm like, I'm going to go in there and get the officer. And so he's just like, don't do all that. And so eventually he ends up getting out. He's still like, oh, you gonna call me? Are you gonna call me? And he's like, am I gonna see you tonight? I'm like, no. I'm telling him I got something else going on. I'm doing something with my cousin. I think I said, y'all, but like I said, I went to go see my other man. Like, man, we're not linking tonight. Like, what are you talking about? And so we're not linking ever again. Actually, like, please get out my face. And so I went home. I hurried up, took a shower, and because I knew it had, I think it was like 2 hours until he got off. Went home, took a shower, got myself together, and I dipped up out of there. I had went with my friend, the one that came up there earlier. I had went and sat with her first, and because I just didn't want to be over there, and I wasn't gonna see my man until later on that night. And I'm glad I did, because he texted me and he was just like, oh, I passed by your house, where you at? Like, see what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. And he was like calling and stuff, and I'm just like, nah, like, leave me alone. But y'all, that's not why he got blocked, y'all. The reason why he got blocked is in the next story time. But I just want to tell y'all, like, little stuff. And also, I forgot the main part. One of the main reasons why I didn't want to talk to him as much is, y'all, he had a bad habit. I mean, he was going, I'm not going to put all his business out there, but he was just going through some stuff at that time. And he had a bad habit of asking me for money. Baby, just because I got 2 jobs don't mean anything. I'm working for a reason. I'm working to save and have myself together. Like, I have my own apartment. Like, I can't be sitting here, like, trying to pay for your stuff. Like I said, I worked at a gas station, too. And he came in there, and he had got his little slushy and all of that. And at this point, we conversating, but it's not really like I said, this is at the point I can start to fall back a little bit already. Why he go talking about something? Can I pay for his gas? He's like, can you give me $10 worth of gas? I said, what? And he was like, can you pay for my gas? I'm just like, no. Like, my face got turned. I'm like, no. And he was like, please. Like, bro, are you begging me for? I have never heard of a girl paying for a nigga gas. What makes you think I would do something like that? What makes you think I would do something like that? Really? Like, and he, like I said, that wasn't the first time. Like, he just had a bad habit. He would, I remember I was texting my friend so mad. We had pulled up to on Wendy's one day, and I was gonna get me something to eat because I had ate. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm looking, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get that. And he was like, yeah, you could just give me a drink. What? How you gonna tell me I can just get you a drink? You didn't even ask. If you would have asked, I probably would have got it. But now that you doing all that, no, I'm not giving you nothing. Like, what? Because anytime you, like, the most he never got me was like a little food. Like, baby, please. And then another thing, I know y'all like, dang, like, you had all these red flags, you still was with him. I know, dumb. Another thing, he when we had first met, like maybe a week afterwards, he was just telling me how he had to do something. I think like get something for a bill or something like that. He was like, yeah, because I was gonna ask you to borrow $100, but I had got it figured out, so you good. You was gonna ask me to do what? Borrow $100? I just met you. Like, what do you mean? Please, like, please. Y'all, that's only just a few things. I'm gonna have more details in the next story time. I may even post some screenshots. I'm gonna post the screenshots from this day that I told you about. Like, you know, when he was acting crazy in my job, I'm gonna post the screenshots of what he was sending me there. I don't think I deleted our messages. I hope I haven't. If they're up, then I was able to find them. If not, then I deleted it. But thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.